Okay. You to say I don't support anyone and now you're feeling happy.
But he's so happy.
I'm happy. See, every Chennai game I come wearing yellow.
No.
But yeah, I am now much more practical. If the better team is there, I back that team. For example, GT, CSK, I said GT will win.
You're not like Shane. Like no matter how bad his team will be, he'll still back them.
Fandom.
Yeah, I am a practical fan.
Practical fan.
Oxymoronic, I know, but still.
No,
I am practical.
fans can be practical.
Yeah, I am a practical fan. But yeah, see.
Acha, Shane's team won. His dance went viral.
No.
What have you got for us?
Round 2.
Round 2. Okay, Roy SP, family member, had said that I should do a Jetha dance.
Give us a Jetha dance. But that's not Chennai, yaar.
Not Chennai, I
You
know.
should do lungi dance.
Oh God.
Or you should do
Make him do Natu Natu, no?
Natu Natu.
Natu. I'll try.
That's we'll play
Wait,
for you. Can you play the Natu Natu step here?
Hold on. Anurag, keep an ambulance on speed dial.
Why is that?
It's a very tough dance to get right. You might fall.
I don't think I'll fall. I don't think so. I back myself up. So look, don't play that.
How does it matter? You just concentrate on your this.
This one or the other one?
This one. Come on. There's an easy way of showing it. Come on.
Yeah. Okay.
Get up.
Okay, get up now. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we're going to give you like 5 days to practice or what?
I'll put the mic here back.
Just keep it. Okay, come on. See,
Okay.
he's doing it slow mo. Slow mo. Again. Yeah,
Okay,
this one
wait.
is easy.
Yeah, this one is easy. I just have to see it one more time.
Go back, Anurag.
Yeah. So. Okay. So.
Arey yaar.
ठीक है. Arey, it takes time. See, I got it wrong once.
Look there.
Okay, Shane, you must have also done what 1, 2.
He
things.
went straight up.
Straight up.
Yes, he didn't see
I
it.
didn't say that. Okay. So basically, like this and like this.
Yeah, better. Again, Anurag. No, again now.
Yeah, I mean, I kind
Come
of.
on.
Okay.
You're supposed to do it while it's happening, so you can follow.
So okay, fine.
Ah,
One more time. Okay.
I would like to point out he's using the wrong leg.
Yeah, whatever. His right or his left might be different.
Well tried, Siddharth. Well tried. But good. Full points.
Full points for
tell us,
effort.
Did Shane do
He did it
Pathaan
better.
No, we never know.
He did Pathaan better because that was easiar than the Natu
Yes,
Natu
that's
step.
what, so, but you got the tougher dance.
Yeah, I got a tougher dance.
You're already out of breath.
Nah, I'm not out of breath. See, I thought you would give me
That's why I said keep the ambulance on speed dial.
I thought you'd give me the other one.
The real
Which is
one.
the other one?
Oh, there's one which became like a TikTok slash
Okay,
reel
you show it
version.
how is that?
That one.
Just
The one which
just show it without the
the one which Hardik and Krunal
Which one?
did in
So
that ad.
this one goes like this, and
See, that he nailed.
that one.
That one.
That he
Come
nailed.
on there.
Yeah.
Arshit, you have to be here on time. Doesn't matter, I have told you, voice it later.
It was all voiced.
So then why were you not here in the last?
Sorry.
No, doesn't
you missed
matter. You cannot miss the thing. We are live anyway.
it. Yeah.
But you cannot. We all have.
You missed
You
his
missed,
attempt
you
at
missed.
Natu Natu.
Now it's not going to be any.
Now I did the
three
second
times.
one. I did both this and the second. I thought I wasn't prepared for that. I was prepared for the second part. That's why I did the
Printing
second part
glitch.
better.
The world can come to an end, but we cannot miss the start of the show. The line can be done later.
Yes.
That is for everyone. Okay. Sanket Joshi is saying.
Yeah, Shane was way better. Better finesse. Oh man. See, anyway, GGK doesn't like.
Did you have YouTube support?
Huh?
Did you have YouTube support?
Oh, he started a poll. He started a poll.
Oh,
good
Shane,
one.
you're winning this hands down.
No, but I will tell you one thing. Shane, you were the more sporty, but he got the tougher dance.
He did get it up.
And he got that tougher dance which most of us would have struggled.
Oh, of course we would have.
Pretty close. So I will give Siddharth full points.
So do Jetha dance. Why
He
do-
did the tougher step first, and then the easy step which he knew, he did it very well. He aced it.
Yes.
So guys, don't be unfair to Siddharth. I am being very neutral. I enjoyed Shane's. I watched it on loop yesterday. But today what Siddharth also did, incredible, because his is not an easy one.
Yes.
That Pathan one is pretty easy.
Yeah, it is.
That's-
It's standard Bollywood. So
yeah. This one very, very tough.
So why I have to do a Jetha dance? Not related to CSK.
yeah, but the problem is you've quoted him so many times at this point
Yeah.
that
Oh, so poll is close.
Yeah, Sidvi, it's
Come on.
not as one-sided as you thought it would be.
exactly.
Shane is
Look
winning
at
it.
that.
So, see,
Never know.
if I win this,
50.
if I win this poll, I will do a Jetha dance also.
Hey, come on,
yeah,
on
come
just
on,
that.
guys.
See, now people are voting for him after he said that. Very
Yeah,
good.
so the
voting
Jetha
for
dance
Sidvi, yeah.
is very, very easy because
Yeah, don't do
Arey,
that.
huh?
Arey, give a tease
win
now.
now.
Tell them what's on
no
offer.
tease.
Yeah, no tease
He's
also.
told them. He will do it if he wins.
If I win the poll.
Yeah, you have something to counter, some goodies to offer.
If I win this poll,
Oh.
then I will give a whole match report of this in a Donald Trump voice.
Oh, that's a great treat.
Yes.
So if you make Shane win, so anyhow, by the end of this show today, you're going to get one treat or the other. Either you'll get the Jetha dance from Siddharth if Siddharth wins, or you'll get the match report of Mumbai Indians versus Chennai Super Kings in Donald Trump voice,
Yeah.
courtesy Shane Dias. So either way, you have
Exactly.
got yourself something
A
to
treat.
look forward to at the end of our show. Now let's get back to cricket. So as expected,
Chennai won, and the manner with which they won in Wankhede against the Mumbai Indians, big relief. Big relief, because I'll tell you why. Because Mumbai Indians have always made it a point to establish a dominance over Chennai Super Kings, be it at the Wankhede, be it at Chepauk.
Right.
Because if you have to look at Mumbai Indians' ultimate team that they've conquered, say in Chepauk, the last 3 losses that Chennai have had at Chepauk have all come from Mumbai Indians. 7-3 head to head. You did that preview, right? Head to head, which is why Mumbai Indians have been the ultimate bogey for Chennai Super Kings. And doing it in their fortress of Wankhede gives a clear-cut statement that Chennai Super Kings are one of the teams in that top 4 race. Straighten it.
I'll be generous to MI and say that it just shows that they are contenders for the wooden spoon.
Yeah, along with
No
SRH
one,
and DC.
not one of us picked MI even on a win.
Yep.
yeah,
That tells you just how far below the pecking order they are.
nobody
Yeah.
picked Mumbai Indians to make it to the playoff, and I got a lot of abuse for that as well.
It is surprising though, because Delhi, I think, have surprised everyone, because I was looking at one of the polls by one of the broadcasters. There were 17 votes in favor of Delhi, and they were third, by the way, on that poll.
17 votes. only.
Oh, by
Based on
this thing,
their experts,
where
I think.
the expert panel that they had and
Oh,
all,
the
whatever.
panel vote. I
Yeah,
said
yeah.
They opened the poll and it got 17
no,
votes.
But to be fair, they'd get more votes here than if they opened it to the actual Delhi fans.
And that was, yeah, true. But having said that,
Very harsh. Very harsh.
third in that poll. So I think Delhi surprised everyone.
So the experts you're saying, the
Yes.
panel of experts had put Delhi third. For me, Delhi were not in my top 4, not in top 5, because the 4 I'd picked an option, so not in top 5. But I would have 6th, 7th, I would have picked them, but they are really bottom.
Yes.
But I actually picked SRH in top 4, so they are at the bottom too. So
Well, I picked, so far the 4 that I have picked seem to be going okay. I picked GT, I picked RR, I picked CSK. The other one, as always, has to dash my expectations, RCB. But you don't know
I didn't
RCB.
pick RCB, I did pick
I
DC
neither
though,
did I
and they
pick
are
RCB.
really
I didn't pick RC.
disappointing.
I picked 5, and I said 4 out of those 5 will make it. SRH, Gujarat, CSK,
GT?
Gujarat I've said. Gujarat,
LSG.
Chennai, SRH, Lucknow,
Lucknow.
and Rajasthan Royals.
Rajasthan.
Yeah.
So out of the 5, I said 4 will make it. Clearly, if I have to eliminate one, I think SRH could be that one
Yeah,
out of the 5.
I think they're eliminating themselves right now.
Yeah, but you never, it's early days for every team. Just that Mumbai Indians not looking like, and none of us had picked it for a reason you
yes.
thought that they didn't. I mean, the bowling looked rather weak. We'll get into the details, but just on the point that Siddharth points at the start is that, like for Chennai, and he's talking like a Chennai fan, because for Chennai, they've, Mumbai had the wood over them, whether it is at Chepauk, whether it's at Wankhede. So it means a lot for the Chennai team to beat them, and that to beat them at their home, which
hands
is
down,
Wankhede.
yeah.
But my point is, I mean, does it really hurt a team when you lose at home? Does it I don't know whether teams look at it that way. I know in other sport where you really have that home and away, or it's been established for a long time, it's a big thing to lose at home. The fans don't take it very kindly, and it's like a fortress in other sport as well. I know in IPL there is a fan base and it is getting established, but I don't know whether teams are hurt, especially when it's a big encounter like this one, two more successful team. Would you think the Mumbai fans that went to the Wankhede Stadium, you reckon they would be very hurt because they've lost two arch rivals at home?
I don't think they are hurt, because if you had seen the build-up, what had they primarily come for? A certain number 7, MS Dhoni. Because I think Dhoni, because it is his last year or last couple of years, I think that hurt or that antagonism that might be there.
Okay, forget the ones who came. I agree. Forget the ones who came to watch MS Dhoni. And yes, there were a lot of them. We saw. I think it's up on Sports Today now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you check that video out, so many fans who were saying we are Mumbaikar, we stay in Mumbai, but we only come to watch MS Dhoni play, and we want him to win, wearing the yellow jersey, all of that. But I'm saying there were still a lot of fans also wearing the Mumbai Indians jersey.
Yes.
So maybe those are the hardcore Mumbai Indians fan. I want to know, would this loss be tougher to take considering they've lost at home and to Chennai?
It would. I think, there are the 4 so-called teams with the biggest fan bases. So you have the Chennais, the Bangalores, the Mumbais and the Kolkata. For these 4, I think because there's such a passionate fan base and a match-going fan base, it would hurt if you lose a match like this, regardless of how good that the team is. It would. It would affect them. I think they would have thought, okay, we know the team isn't great, but you have home support proper. Could maybe see a miracle. You've ended up surrendering rather meekly.
And always remember, if a Chennai Super Kings team does well at the Wankhede, barring 2021, they have always gone on to go and win the title. Look at 2018.
Oh, already talking title.
Look at 2018. That 1 wicket win that they had, Kedar Jadhav batting on one leg, they still got there. Look at 2011. Look at 2010. Every single time Chennai have lost at the Wankhede to Mumbai Indians, and that too, the losses, some have been very emphatic.
Every time they've lost at Wankhede, they've not done well in IPL.
No, they have lost in the final.
They've lost in the final. Every time they've won in Wankhede, they have won the title.
Yes.
Okay, that is Sid V's. No, maybe he's
These
quoting
kind of
examples.
trends, yeah, correct.
Quoting example, if you're a Chennai fan, that's something to take
You need to
forward from.
You see, there are certain bogey teams. For
Yeah.
example, Kolkata Knight Riders' ultimate bogey team is Mumbai Indians.
Yeah.
This is the best time as ever, by the way,
Yes.
this year to correct that number a little bit.
I mean, look at the head-to-head record that Kolkata have against Mumbai. It will take them close to 6 IPLs that they have to win on and off to ensure that they even come close to Mumbai Indians' head-to-head. That's the way.
There is a visual right now of Surya Kumar Yadav talking to MS Dhoni. MS Dhoni explaining things to Surya Kumar Yadav, what I would want my able colleagues to do. Keep that on, Anurag. I want to see that. While I'm analyzing that, I would want my colleagues to one by one, starting with Harshit. What is it that MS Dhoni is telling Surya Kumar Yadav? Do the dubbing for me.
See, listen, don't worry, Surya. We know you're a very good player. Don't have to worry about it. Forget those 3 ducks. We know you're a quality player. Yes, I can't offer you much advice when it comes to playing spin. But having said that, no, jokes aside, he probably would have said, listen, back yourself as you have and stick to the process. It's a word that Dhoni focuses on a lot. He talks a lot about process. So I believe that's what he's telling him right now as well.
Anurag, you got more on that? Can I? Okay. So keep it for later. We'll see it. But I'm enjoying this. Harshit, good stuff. Siddharth, what is MS Dhoni? You saw the visual. Remember these videos that go viral on
Yes.
Insta?
Yes.
Those dubbing. So do the dubbing for me. What do you think MS is telling?
See, these kind of 4 innings, you had a very low score. It happens. Even I went through such lean patches.
You're saying 4 because his
He
hands were like
indicated, yeah,
that.
4.
Yes.
See,
Something 4 he was saying.
Yeah. So see, the way how you got out, fine. But go as I would agree with Harshit. Follow the process. It's just a lean patch. You'll come over it. Stay calm and don't worry about the outside noise. And be Sky. Just be yourself.
Since
I think-
no, can I just change it a little? Since
No, you
Shane
had your turn.
No, I'm not changing my this thing dubbing. Since Shane and I have been exchanging a lot of memes off late on Instagram. Shane, all these reels that we come across,
You got a lot of them.
match conversations being dubbed, and a lot of it revolves
And
around.
a lot of them are in Hindi, so it kind of.
It's Hindi and it revolves largely around alcohol.
I can imagine. Yeah, I remember those ones.
You want to
That I
dub
can't
this
say,
one?
obviously. That obviously I can't. But listen, Sky, flush knocks happen 1, 2, 4. You got out for 4 ducks, you may get out for 4 more ducks. But it's fine. Stick to your process. And if you need more advice, abhi yahan cameras are around, come to my room, we'll have butter chicken and naan.
He stopped eating butter chicken.
He might just.
He used to. He stopped now.
Yeah, that's why.
Very health conscious.
Now he's very health conscious.
You've seen the lean, mean MS Dhoni biceps here. There he's gone past that. When he was young, he would do it. I think what MS must be telling Surya, he's like, see, you're not doing too well right now. Now they're paying a lot of money to you. They may not want to retain you if you continue with this form. But I tell you what, don't worry. We anyway have a habit of picking old players and getting them back into form. So we'll bring you. Be ready. CSK will be there for you. Don't worry about your form. We'll get you.
Retirement home come for confirmed.
Like we got Ajinkya Rahane. That
You saw Rahane today. We're gonna do this to you.
Oh man.
What a knock!
One word to describe Ajinkya Rahane is knock.
Unexpected.
Fab. Absolutely fab. I couldn't believe that this is that. I think I saw glimpses of Ajinkya Rahane 2012. You remember 6 boundaries in 1 over of Srinath Arvind. 11 years later, he hits a 6 and 4 boundaries of Arshad Khan and 19 ball 50. Okay, we all thought common consensus.
The fastest 50, by the way, of this IPL.
Yeah.
And his first since 2020.
And us three, we are all thinking, is it a doppelganger of
Yeah, we
Rahane
were
out there?
having that conversation. I think the man, is it Rahane or a doppelganger of
See,
his?
Rahane represented all of the Mumbai Indians fans that were there at the stadium. Rahane playing for Chennai, but in his home ground.
Wouldn't have eased the pain. I think the Mumbai Indian fans wouldn't have been happy.
Yeah.
If I was to use one word, I'd use a very colloquial Mumbai word. It's called Le Bhari, which means amazing. Like, too good.
Or
Nepali is Marathi.
Yeah, I mean.
Or in the Marathi, this thing, the local street, Ranti aaye re to. Ranti means it's Zabardast. Yeah.
Le Bhari is too good.
Yes.
So that is the kind of knock he played. But by the way, did he surprise me and everyone else?
Yeah.
And that's the tweet also I put out.
Totally blown
I
away.
mean, this is the. I mean, also because the kind of tag that he's had, that he's more of a conventional batsman. We're so used to watching him with his helmet, pads, and arm guards in Test cricket, trying to survive a session or two. But the way he played, I mean, every shot of that Arshad Khan over 23 runs that he got, absolutely incredible. Like each of them will make probably the highlight reel of a season.
Yes.
You know, that first flick for 6. Those slash that he hit for 4, through point. Then after that nice, he guided the ball between third man and point, that area.
Yep.
That 4, I mean, and then again cut one towards the offside, this time to the other side of the point fielder or the extra cover fielder. I mean, it was absolutely incredible piece of
These shots went to the match report also.
I'm saying season highlights, each of them outstanding. The way he was timing the ball, and I have a feeling, and this is the thought that came to my mind when I was watching him play. I have a feeling that what is it that must have, Ajinkya Rahane has played at the highest level, played for many years, captain Mumbai, played in the toughest condition. He was that one kind of batsman. I'm sure he was hurt. We all got to know when he was dropped from the test team. Then he saw that, him and Pujara were being equated together. But then Pujara makes a comeback. Nobody talks about an Ajinkya Rahane. He thought there's a lot of cricket left in him. Then, IPL wasn't happening the way he did. I think he sat himself down and said, the only way I can announce myself or actually, bring attention back on me is through the IPL. Looking at him bat like that, I am 100% sure, and maybe it'll come out when he does a few interviews later, that he spent a lot of time just before the IPL working on his batting and probably shot making. Because that he's a good, technically correct batsman was always there, that muscle memory was always there. I think he worked on few shots. Also not He's not trying to be a 360-degree player like a Surya Kumar Yadav or trying to go bang bang. But that's what I'm saying. So maybe he sat himself down, maybe worked with a few other coaches or whatever, whoever he always bounces ideas off, and they decided that listen, you have all the strokes or the conventional stroke, and if someone like a Virat can be very successful in the T20 format, he's made a comeback playing conventional cricket, and there are a few other players that can. You have that kind of game and you can. And I think those few shots that he played just tell me that this is not a result of just a one-off fluke knock, but this is all a culmination of the hard work he may have just put in before the season. And I can't wait to meet him or interview him, because I really want to know what must have happened. Yeah, it'll be fascinating. He is, and I think it'll be fascinating to try and get behind what is the effort. Again, it's just one knock, and probably he'll get a few seasons. But in all of this, let's not forget, MS Dhoni, the captain.
Yes.
He makes that change, brings Ajinkya Rahane in for this particular game. It wouldn't have been easy for him to have made the changes that he did, to drop a Ben Stokes.
No
Moeen Ali. And then all the changes. What are the other changes he made?
He got in Pretorius.
Pretorius was good.
Yeah. Magala came in.
Magala not so good.
Not so good, yeah. So predominantly, and Raidu was your impact sub.
Yeah. Now I'm saying there's changes in the 11. Okay, so Moeen Ali was not available.
Yeah.
It would have been an injury or something.
Yes.
Stoke also has an injury.
Yep.
So that's why. So these weren't like really tactical changes.
They were enforced.
Yeah. But again,
But
to
still,
go with an Ajinkya Rahane, I'm sure, see again, sometimes we get to see this version of Ajinkya Rahane only when he's playing. But I'm saying if he's put in a lot of hard work in this season, clearly he has. I mean, these just can't be like, it just won't drop from the sky and suddenly he starts playing like that. Drop from the sky. Something we can talk about.
We can talk about the drop for the sky.
Yeah. Sky drop. It's sky drop.
But they've had like a month-long camp.
Yeah.
So there are clearly things that they say, because they do match simulation and all of that. So I'm sure it would have come as a surprise to us, but maybe not so much the team.
Yeah.
So,
but I will be much more interested to see this Ajinkya Rahane if he can play well against spin in those slow low decks of Chepauk. Remember, there is one Achilles heel of Ajinkya Rahane that saw his downfall, and that was spin. Surprisingly, very surprisingly for an Indian player, Rahane was brilliant against pace. There was never any doubt against any kind of pace. See, in that entire period of 14 to 18, Rahane was the guy who got you all the runs in all the Sena countries.
Sena country. He was one of those rare batsmen who was getting a higher average there
Sena countries are
than at home.
I think the other one is Rishabh, maybe, because he's got centuries everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, but Rishabh did well in India as well, right? Some of the very crucial knocks he played. But Ajinkya, I think it was the other way.
Other way around. And I was also flummoxed as to how, that too coming from Mumbai, how can Ajinkya Rahane have a weakness against spin? And it led to his downfall a lot of times when that same question came up. Oh, Rahane is not doing well, he's not doing well. Because he didn't do well against spin in the subcontinent.
His issue actually in that sense was very technical. Why was he such a good player of pace? More often than not, if you saw him bat, his trigger movement, first one, was very early.
Yeah.
So more often than not, he was always on top of the pace. With spin though, it's the opposite. You have to be a little patient. Yes, play on the front foot, but if you have an early trigger movement, you're going to get caught.
But there's one thing, because you talk about interesting, because I was observing him, the one thing that I didn't notice while he was batting, that there was no trigger movement this time.
Maybe that's
so he was very still while batting, very still. I mean, I think slight change he's made where I think the bat, I'll have to revisit him. I don't know if it was right, but he had which was unusual with him, he never had the bat held
down.
Up.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a change, but I saw him very still, head very still, even in those shots. Remember that straight drive that he hit for 4?
Yes.
And I saw the replay. So I did see something slightly different about Ajinkya Rahane, the one that we were seeing. So that's why, I mean, those are things that I wanted to talk about, that clearly he's spent the off season or the time that he's not been in mainstream cricket to work on his game and maybe probably tune it more towards the T20 IPL style rather than concentrate, because earlier when he was out, I think he spent a lot of time concentrating on trying to come back into test cricket. Maybe he realized that even if I want to make it a test or any other format, where do I showcase that talent, right? He played domestic cricket, but I mixed bag, So maybe he thought that nothing is bigger than the IPL, where everyone is going to notice you. And that's where
I just hope, okay, I just hope if Rahane gets maximum chances, he capitalizes on those chances. Okay,
Yeah.
supposing he has a very good season. Okay, what is stopping us to dream? Number 5, World Test Championship in England. Ajinkya Rahane. Why not? He's been your best.
Yeah, but suddenly, like, in place of whom?
Because Shreyas is not there. Are you going to trust Surya if he has a bad lean match? He is an outside contender if only he has a good IPL.
But if you're going to, I don't know, play Akshar Patel as a batsman,
Because
I think you're more likely to stick with KL.
play your
in
two
that
spinners.
KL then comes back, no?
case. Yeah.
That's what we've been saying all along.
But as a keeper,
No,
see,
not necessarily. Play him purely as a batsman.
In the middle order.
in
Yes.
the middle order.
Yeah,
Shubman,
possible.
Rohit.
And KL did have a good time in England, by the way.
Yeah, he is.
So
And Oval is probably one of the more batter-friendly
Yes,
areas
it is.
you'll get to bat in.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
won't
why-
really be a swing problem. Let's put it that
yeah,
way.
but I think it's a bit too premature right now.
Yeah.
Because even for you to consider someone like Ajinkya, he has to have an outstanding
Outstanding
IPL season.
yeah.
First
That's
time.
the
Different formats, I agree, but you know that it happens, right? You do well in the IPL, your name starts cropping up in
Yeah.
various other forms. So
So that
may happen.
then we might be
And-
saying jinx for WTC final.
He is no longer in the scheme of
especially-
things to the extent that he doesn't have a central contract, remember?
Yeah. Which wasn't a surprise.
No
Was the
surprise.
surprise? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because 2021, that's it. The patience had run out and they axed him.
Yep.
Did not help matters that Shreyas came in at home.
Yeah.
Had a very, very good run to the point where they said, look, we can't ignore him now.
And he's the anti-Rahane. He plays spin very well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Please take the chat by Roy SP.
He says, Shane, I meant bring in Jashawn Roy for Saudi and Weber win for Mandeep. I love that suggestion. It's a very good suggestion because it would strengthen the opening immensely. Weber was a bowler, yes. You guys
Good
are
swing
to,
bowler.
yes, and with good pace also, 140 odd, he can get the ball to nip. You guys are too harsh on Riyan Parag. He has 3 performances. One against MI in 2019, one against SRH in 2020, and RCB in 2022. That's not bad. I
5 seasons and 3 performances.
3
6
performances.
seasons, 3 performances. Wow.
And somebody who plays like good, I think of the 14 games, good 10 to 11 games. Rather, I think all
pretty much
14.
every game.
Rather, all 14 maybe.
He's
So out of, you may say, 42 games, Roy Sweet picked 3.
So let's put it this way, like with Riyan Parag, I finally have a good reference point, which if any one of you guys watch Formula 1, you'll understand. Like you have Lance Stroll.
Oh, yeah.
His dad owns the team. I think Riyan Parag has a safer seat than him. And by the way, there's only 2 seats in a Formula 1 team. So
Yeah.
just understand how safe this guy is, that he's had years of underperformance, doesn't get dropped.
I want to, Anurag, please show me what was said in the post-match. I want
Let's
to
see what-
hear what
what-
MSD,
Yes.
But that we won't get to know. Would
No,
we?
we will.
We will.
It's
Yes.
not the Surya conversation.
So
sorry.
here it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
He actually thought we'll get to know what was spoken between Surya and
Comment.
like seriously. Okay, what did MS say? He says felt good. Not to forget, we lost Deepak Chair in the first over.
Yeah.
Very good point. Imagine from that situation where our friend Sidvi was like, I fear the worst for Deepak. They lost him in the first bowler, but then
Had to-
like the way they came back. So he said the good thing is our spinners bowled well. It was a bit of a 2-pace wicket after 7 overs, and it started turning as well. I wonder why would you at the Wankhede make a kind of pitch that is going to suit the opposition, because it was going to start turning. It was going to help CSK more than Mumbai Indians.
Yeah.
So he says the spinners and the fast bowlers came back well. Magala was good and so was Pretorius. We believe in him, and when you are new, you are under pressure, but playing the IPL for a few years brings different kind of pressure.
That I believe he was talking about Deshpande.
Yeah. So let's listen to what he's saying about Ajinkya Rahane. He says, me and Jinx spoke at the start of the season and I told him to play to his strengths, use your ability to manipulate the field. I told him to go and enjoy, don't take stress, and we'll back you. He batted well and was not happy with the way he got out. That says it all. I think every game is important. You look at the problem. So that's interesting. I also want to listen to what read rather in this case, what Ajinkya Rahane said. He said, I really enjoyed it. I got to know before the toss that Moin was unwell and Flem told me I was going to play. So he says, I had a good domestic season. I was just trying to maintain my shape, focus on my timing. It's all about, how you feel that you are playing a match. IPL is a long tournament and you never know when you get the opportunity. I always enjoy playing at the Wankhede, of course. So I have never played a test match here.
Yes.
I would want to play a test here. That's interesting, huh? Important thing about Mahi Bhai and Fleming is that they give freedom to everyone. Mahi Bhai told me to prepare well. So the one thing that stands out, very interesting, that there was a slight role that MS Dhoni has played in the resurgence of Ajinkya Rahane, albeit just one inning. Both Dhoni saying that he had a word with him and told him, that's very interesting again, of how Dhoni has told him how to manipulate the field by using his own strength. So that's very interesting.
Time the ball, keep it to the ground. That's the way he plays.
No, you know what? Because he says that, and now he played conventional strokes and same delivery but played it differently. So he actually manipulated the field. Exactly the cue of what MS Dhoni has said.
But I'm just thinking today probably this tactic or this style of play was benefited by the fact that he had he walked in rather early and he was able to do it at a time when there were actually those field restrictions in place. Perhaps had he come at a later stage to be able to just rely on what his core strengths are could be difficult going forward in the tournament.
But I'm saying he's also better suited in the middle overs. I'm saying he could still manipulate the field. I mean, knowing that he's got a game which he can hit to different
his game is not power hitting. It's all about picking those gaps. It's all about getting the timing right. Again, these are things, the latter two, I would say, benefit you much more if you're able to bat in when those field restrictions and all. Probably in those middle stages when you need to and there wasn't a daunting total that you were staring at today. Had the situation been a little different, and situations will change going forward, I'll just be interested to see. I was very impressed with what I saw today from Rahane. Let's say in rather more testing conditions when those field restrictions are also not in place and a stiffer target is there, I'd like to see if this approach really works.
What you've highlighted is a article, isn't it, Anurag?
Yeah.
It's not anybody's quote. So, no, it is.
No.
Rohit Sharma's quote ends
there.
Yeah. That's not Rohit's quote.
Yeah. If this
could just be the concluding comments.
Yeah. That's what I was. You had me there. I was rather surprised reading that. But on the subject of the spinners, where again that is another thing that MS Dhoni spoke about, that the difference was as spinners. And he says that it was turning. So we've got a bit of data for you, and that also kind of backs that. Anurag, can we have that? Just that one clip that I told you.
Yeah, second consecutive game though that the spinners have stepped up.
For CSK?
LSG, Moeen and Santner.
They have to. So here, see, that is the difference between the two teams. If you look at where CSK were better than Mumbai Indians in the game, I think this is the best form of data that shows it. That versus pace, Mumbai Indians got 106, losing 3 wickets in 12 overs. CSK got 79 for 1 in 8.1 overs. Pretty much the same sort of results or dividends that both have got. But see the difference in spin. Mumbai Indians 48 for 5 in 8 overs. And look at CSK, 76 for 2 in 10 overs. And I think that is the gulf or the major difference that you saw between the two teams. Whether you now look at it, the batters were better equipped to handle spin, or you look at it, whether the spinners were different. If you ask me, I think it is not so much about batsmanship here. It's more about the quality of spinners, which Chennai had were far better. I don't think Ritik Shaukin had, the kind of day that he would want to... Piyush Chawla also, I mean, okay. Kumar Karthikeya was the standout spinner for Mumbai Indians. He did, and I think that is, in fact, when we made our 11 on sports today, and I remember making the 11, I had picked Kumar Karthikeya in the 11 to start with, but they did not.
He's someone who's had a very good year in domestic cricket.
Correct, which is why.
And he's someone who has some very interesting variations, because he'll bowl you a Chinaman, then a conventional one. His Chinaman can spin wrong, his conventional orthodox ball can go arm. So there's a lot of variation there. You don't quite know how to pick him. And I was very surprised he didn't start the first game. They, I think, went for Ritik Shaukin because he offers something with the bat. But I don't think Shaukin is someone who gives you 4 overs.
So the biggest difference, as I said, it's not so much about batsmen being better, but the spinners. I think in Santner and Jadeja, 2 quality spinner that CSK had, 5 wickets between the two of them. Outstanding. And look at the quality of spinner that Mumbai Indians had. And so that's what. By the way, this is something we all knew. We pointed it out at the start of the season. The reason none of us picked Mumbai to make it in the top 4 is because of the bowling. It's not just one bit, but
Yeah.
but overall.
Their bowling this year is actually so thin that they could legit give Arjun Tendulkar a debut very easily. Previously, you'd say, oh, where does he fit? This time, we're like, you can actually fit him in somewhere.
maybe.
He won't do much worse than what the others have.
Yeah, maybe through the season you might.
You
get a
actually would.
I wanted to see what is the poll result for now. We're not ending it.
Sidvi is winning it.
So Siddharth's winning
Oh,
it.
come on.
So if you remember, Siddharth did the dance. If you've just joining us live now, Siddharth did the dance at the start of the show. Shane's dance, I don't have to tell you, it went viral. He did it on the show the other day. It's on our Insta feed on Sports Today. You can check that out. So the two of them are in competition. We're getting a lot of votes as to who did it better. So please join in at the end of the show today. In another 15-20 minutes, whenever we end, there is a treat there for you. If Siddharth wins, he's going to do the Jetalal dance.
Yes.
If Shane wins, he's going to do the match report of this match in Donald Trump's voice. Okay, let's take a few questions. There were a few, right, which we
Yeah.
missed the super chats. Yeah.
SP Roy says, we respect Jinx a lot, not just for today, but his service to Indian cricket. But people suggesting him for the World Cup is just a bit bizarre because he hasn't been in an ODI.
WTC.
But even then, he hasn't been in the ODI side since 2018, correct? But even the Test side, he's been out for more than 2 years now.
I agree, it's premature.
Yeah, very premature.
Very
And
premature.
just one innings. The sample size,
Which
there's
is why
hardly
I
a
said,
sample size.
If he has a very good IPL, only then. Otherwise, if he
It's got to be
doesn't,
something like 650 odd runs,
He
which you
needs
never
more.
expect from him.
he needs 400.
He needs a kind of way like what DK had last year as a finisher, where he's consistently finishing matches. He needs to be doing that.
Thank you, Anurag. Now we can read it. Please, somebody else.
Vishal Panchal from the United States says that not a huge fan of T20 cricket, but today Rahane's innings was classic. In the era of hard hitting, timing is just purely underrated.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Good point. I agree with you.
Absolutely.
Everyone enjoys just hard hitters, wham bang, hitting it out of the ground. But
Wham,
today, I just love the pure timing that came from the bat of Ajinkya Rahane. Music to my ears. Music to my ears. Outstanding. That over is going to be a highlight. Just like, I think the only thing that will come close to me watching it more number of times than that would be the Shane dance, which I saw too many times. But other than that, if I'll see one thing over and over again, it'll be that over.
When you were watching it, was no one in your household asking why are you watching that same video over and over again?
No, I showed it to my family members. They also laughed. So they knew why I was.
Fair enough.
So I laughed a lot seeing it. It was good fun. It was damn sporting of him, and also the way he did it. The end, it was good fun. And the edit, as I said.
And
already.
the edit, yes, I was going to come to
Very
that.
good.
Yes.
So Siddharth can take this.
Mirage Rules from Canada is like saying, what a boring weekend games to start off. Really?
Actually, I mean,
It was one-sided.
You know which is the best game
of
today?
this weekend. Huh?
Yes. Was the one we played in the morning.
Actually.
Oh,
That went to a
Super
super
over.
over after
Super
all.
over. Yeah, come on.
Yes, I mean, and you could have very well won it had not been for a fielding.
Yeah, I mean, no, as in the last.
Even the umpiring was
Umpiring was the shot.
In that case, it wouldn't have gone to a super over.
That I've forgotten, but in the last ball, 2 runs needed, could have been a run out. But never mind.
And complete the comment.
And you guys, you underappreciate Parag. He's the best finisher today. He will finish.
He will finish RR.
This is like when someone said that why do you criticize Devdutt Padikkal? He's a generational talent. He bats well once in a generation.
Similar to what Mehraj is saying.
Oh my
We are
God.
not saying it. We're never going to be this naughty.
Exactly.
And pass such comments. These are Mehraj rules
Views
comments.
only.
His views where he said that Riyan Parag is the best finisher today. He will finish RR soon. So that's why he says the best finisher.
By the
Those
way-
are his comments.
And if you enjoy more such comments, there is actually a video out where we've dissected some funny ones or reactions on Riyan Parag's innings. The funniest ones though are the ones we couldn't include in the video.
Why couldn't you? You could have quoted whoever they.
No, the language was a little NSFW.
Okay, then we can't. But he's done a hard work, Shane, and put all the best comments. So do check that out whenever you can. Yes. Go down, please, Anurag. Okay. Can we take Prodigy Thoughts? What is he saying?
Prodigy thoughts. He's saying that. Did you notice Rohit and Chahar are having some serious conversation after the toss, where Chahar is not agreeing upon something And then in the match he gets surprisingly injured. Maybe it's something planned.
No.
Oh, come on,
That's
Prodigy thoughts. Take the tinfoil hat off, my friend. Bit much.
Take those thoughts back. I mean, come on, yeah.
Prodigy thoughts.
too much.
What does that even mean?
So this is conspiracy. It's a thing that conspiracy theorists would wear a tinfoil hat to ensure that mind-reading devices could not access their thoughts. So if someone tells someone to take the tinfoil hat off, it means you're peddling in conspiracy theories.
No. But I'm saying, what does prodigy thoughts even mean? Like
Maybe he
prodigy.
considers himself a prodigy with his
Prodigy, yes, and thoughts. I mean, just
thoughts. Maybe he meant prodigious thoughts.
maybe.
No comments.
No, but I did not see that. Honestly, that conversation. I don't know about the
Same
series
here.
call. But to assume that some conspiracy is happening because later, Rohit
much?
said something which he didn't agree, and then he got injured. No, he would have generally been injured. But that's a thing that Deepak Chair anyway needs to work out because he gets injured very often.
Very, very
So,
often.
Yep.
He needs to do something. We'll take a few more questions, but okay, what is Pranav?
I'll read Pranav Anand's question. He says, should MI have used a batting sub instead of a bowling sub and used it after 5 down? Bowling sub is when you have a quality bowler sitting out. They should have aimed for close to 200 anyhow and hoped to put scoreboard pressure. I actually agree with him.
No, but batting, they pack their batting till.
They packed their batting till 8 and are sending Tim David at 8.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Genius.
So it's not that they didn't have batsmen, so they
Yeah.
had to bring in a bowler. I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
But that second line is killer, though.
But the line is killer.
Suppose when your quality bowler sitting out.
No, he has a valid point.
Valid point.
He does. I mean, because when we were also going through MI's
Niche, Anurag.
Indian bowling, it was sparse, threadbare, whatever word you want to use, all right.
Yeah. Interesting by Akash Bhardwaj. Thikshara returns. What do you do then?
Oh my
Drop
god.
Conway.
Wait,
No, Magala.
Yeah, you could drop Susanna Mangala.
Yeah, see, Santner, Moin, Pretorius and
Tushar Deshpande and Deepak Chair, if he's fine, can be your two.
But Deepak Chair, I don't think.
But if
would be
Chair's
fine.
not fine, then Magala will have to play.
No.
Then-
How? See, you're going to play Santner and Moin. If Moin is available, he'll come back. He was not
But
available.
would you
for
not need seaming options then?
this. You need
Okay,
only
Stokes, Moin, Santner.
See, Stokes could be out 10 days.
And then but then Conway goes.
Yeah.
And so
and Magala goes and Thikshana comes.
then Thikshana comes.
You will
Where are
have,
seamers then?
you will play only one seamer.
What are you saying?
Deepak Chair, Tushar
Tushar
Deshpande.
Deshpande too. No, but if Deepak Chair
But
is
if
not
Deepak's
there,
not there,
If
I'm
Deepak's
saying
not there,
if
then they'll
no,
bring in,
there's-
I think, Simarjeet. What's his
Simarjeet,
name? They'll
yeah.
have to bring him in. They don't have a choice. They also did get that replacement bowler for
Or Hunger Gaker maybe.
yeah.
Hunger Gaker, right?
He didn't play today, right?
He didn't
Yeah,
play today.
Hunger Gaker probably.
Hunger Gaker, Simarjeet, then I think Akash Singh was his
No,
name?
but then they're the fast bowling.
Ah,
The fast bowling is
Yeah,
very, very spare.
Exactly. You'll have to play Magala.
And people,
Or if not Magala, no, there's Pretorius.
Pretorius.
How can you
How
forget
can you
that?
drop Pretorius? See,
So Magala goes out, Pretorius stays. So there's Pretorius.
Then there is
Between
Santner.
Stokes and Moin, then one place.
Moin.
Oh no. Thikshara comes in for Santner. Simple.
But I think you will have to play.
You can't
Santner
play,
at-
but you can't play three spinners then. Jadeja, Santner, and
Yeah.
who do you think you're
Thikshana.
KKR?
Won't happen.
So who do you think you're KKR?
See, we can do that, but
KKR can.
unless you don't play Thikshana at all.
But then they're lucky not two Indian spinners.
3. Or 2 actually. I forget. Sunil Narayan is West Indian, not.
Beat him up, somebody.
See,
Beat him up.
there are two Narayans in the
Yeah.
Kolkata Knight Riders camp. I know that.
And two Indian spinners and one who you brought on as an impact also. That's
Suyash.
also key because you had Suyash.
Yeah,
He
that's
came on
what
as
I'm
an
saying.
impact sub. So
See, the only way.
let's start with 3. Not happening.
Yeah, but then see, you can't drop Santner. He's done 2 good matches.
Have you seen Santner's Chennai career up until this point?
Yeah.
He plays good in 2 games and then sits out.
Let's see.
That's his career.
Let's see.
I think that will happen. Unless then you don't play Thikshana. That's the only
That's
way.
Yeah,
the only way.
that's the only way.
Pretorius will definitely
Right.
play. Moin and then
Super.
that's about it. Those two are certain. Either of if Moin is available, he will come back anyways. He has to come back for the batting and bowling combination, the strength that is there. But Thikshana, if you have to play him, either Santner sits out or Conway sits out. Either of those two. Pretorius is definitely in. That's why. Santner, I think you will have to play him.
I don't know. I don't think Santner goes out.
Yeah. Because see, you got you got different variations. Okay, it's barring Jadeja and Santner, that's the two like for like. But Santner is a gun fielder. You would want somebody, either you play only 3 foreigners, get that impact player. That is the only way you can do it.
Shane, take Miraj rule.
Miraj rule says let's divert our attention for a bit. Okay, among all the seasons of IPL so far, dear God, which team combination according to you was lethal? I picked 2014 Kings 11 Punjab with Sehwag, Max Miller Johnson. I think that gives away his allegiance. No? That 2014 team were good.
Yeah,
but beaten thrice by Kolkata 4 times rather that year.
Yeah.
Both in the group stages, qualifier one, final. So yeah, I think if you're favorite, then I think Mumbai 2020.
Yeah, I was just going to say
Yes.
Mumbai
Nothing came close. They were too good. They had a
Mumbai Indians 2020. I'm with you.
That was the dream team.
Yeah.
I mean, Quinton de Kock, Rohit Sharma, Ishan Kishan,
Shockingly.
Surya Kumar Yadav, Hardik Pandya, Krunal Pandya, Kairan
Karan
Pollard.
Pollard.
Man.
Yeah.
And then the bowling was, if I'm
And
not
all of them in form.
Bolt,
Trent Bolt, Bumrah. You had
Rahul
Rahul
Chahar.
Chahar. And who was the other?
Was Bhaji also there?
No, Bhaji at that point, 2020, he had already.
20.
Harbhajan, he was
Chennai.
in
Chennai.
And then after he went to KKR.
He didn't play much. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, who was the other seamer? But yeah, that team for me, you can't touch as far as team combinations. So
I agree.
you couldn't touch them.
You sometimes had Coulter-Nile, you had Pattinson sometimes in that.
Yes, correct. Coulter-Nile, Pattinson. If I'm not wrong, these were the two.
Yes.
Sometimes you would rotate in between them.
So that was, I think, the best because again,
Anurag, yeah.
every single slot was
If-
filled to perfection.
Apart from Mumbai, I think the killer squad I would look at it is RCB of 2016.
16, exactly.
No, that was Virat Kohli FC.
Then there's Gale, those De Villiers as well.
De Villiers.
Gale de Villiers
Rahul.
both had okay seasons that year. Kohli was on another level.
Yeah.
If I have to compare 2016 Kohli to anyone, it'll be Messi 2014, where he dragged Argentina kicking and screaming to the final, didn't do well in the final, and the team lost,
Yeah.
which was always the danger with Virat and RCB that year.
True.
Abhirup Barua says, as a Rahane fan, I'm so happy. He was good at the number 4 in the 2015 World Cup, yes. 2018 SA2, he played well and then somehow vanished from ODI.
This is the problem. See, in 2017 and 18, you remember 17 he was opening with Rohit Sharma, got 450s in 5 games against Australia. After that, he did well even in South Africa. But what was the thing? Oh, I think he's not batting at a very aggressive this thing. But that was not his game plan at that point in time. You pigeonholed him at an unfortunately wrong situation. And you ensured he never played ODIs after that.
Yeah.
The agreement is that, okay, for 3 years he didn't play well in test cricket. But in white ball cricket, his form was just coming up. It was just bouncing back from those lows of 2015. After
And then, boom.
typical. That time, too many players.
But you know, I mean, he's talking about this. I also remember Ajinkya Rahane, I mean, see, public memory is short, but outstanding in the IPL. Rajasthan Royals used to
Yes,
open
Rajasthan.
and get 50s after
Yes.
50s.
He was skipper.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yes.
saying. But 50s so consistently, yeah. So,
Yeah.
I mean, what happens is because there's been a big gap, so you tend to forget and you typecast him as a test batsman because you saw more of him in test. But he was outstanding in T20 cricket. So he's just basically turning back the
Around
clock.
that 8-10
and he's-
period, right?
12.
12, yeah.
In fact, after that, I remember he had a good run under, of all people, Dhoni and Rising Pune Super Giants.
Yes.
Yeah.
Later Super Giant.
Yeah. He's just turning back the clock, which is expected because he's in Chennai Super Kings. That's what they do very well. Few more questions, please.
Piyush Nandar saying 2013 MI.
Also, the
Also
2013
pretty,
MI.
that was the team that had Sachin on the top, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. A lot of you talk about Rahane, being the contender number 4 spot for the World
No.
Cup. Too early.
Too early.
Let's hold our horses.
And after the DK experiment last year, let's hold our horses even more.
Even more, yes.
Yep.
But that was well merited, yeah. In the same format. Come on.
DK,
Yeah.
yeah, but because he consistently had a good IPL like that,
Yeah.
and they were looking for a finish. So I
Now
agree.
you're talking about different formats, so I get the argument, and also you've got just one innings to sort of advocate for.
Yeah. End of the
Let's-
IPL.
let's
we'll
hold
talk.
it in-
End of the
End of the
IPL.
IPL,
we'll
yeah.
talk. Dex, once you know, yeah, I have written the Pani Kale, yeah, a few times, but I don't like it much. It's okay. I mean, it's not that exciting. I just don't like the Ducati sound. No, for me. I've written more exciting bites. I mean, but what I like Pani Kale for is the looks. It's drop dead gorgeous. Like I can lose my heart to it. Looks
Sorry,
beautiful.
I didn't know that You're talking about a bike. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's a Ducati Panigale store.
Okay.
Alright.
No clue.
The only thing I'm more passionate about more than cricket is motorbikes.
Yes.
Yeah, my club. Of course, my club. Even though they're playing rubbish now.
They had one bad match.
Top of the league.
No,
yeah.
but I mean, getting knocked out so early in Champions, not used to this. Nah?
Oh, that, yeah, sure.
So that's okay, but I'm
And then
going to stick with them.
One
early-
more leg remaining Copa del Rey also.
No, the second leg
they were
was the
second.
four.
They won the
But
first
then
leg.
early in
They
the
won
Europa
first
League
leg,
as well,
but
no?
they lost. Oh yeah. Can we take the cricket exchange? By the way, reminder that if you are a cricket nut and if you think that fantasy gaming is just so old school and so simple that you have to pick, and you really like to test your cricketing knowledge, then we have a game for you. It's called Cricket Exchange, because that is not just based on simple math. It's based on the kind of player that you select and then his performance. So it's effectively like a share market,
Yep.
but a higher stock, which is like a very high rated stock, which means a very established player getting you 30-40 runs will not be the biggest gainer, but someone which is a low stock getting 30-40 runs will gain a lot.
Yes.
So it is in proportion of your value, which is your stock value, which is how big a name you are.
Yeah.
So that's where your cricketing acumen can really be tested. So if you want to test that, go to sportstuck.com or download the SportsTuck app, and you can play. And just like every other fantasy gaming, you have a wallet. There's a wallet there. You can keep charging it, and you can win a lot of cash prizes. For that, you need to do is pick the top 3 gainers and top 3 losers every game. If you get that right, then you stand to, I don't know exactly how much you win. It depends on how many people are participating, but you double, triple the money that you've put in particular contest. So just quickly letting you know, this game, top 3 gainers, top 3 losers. Top 3 gainers are Ajinkya Rahane, Tushar Deshpande, Kumar Kartike. So there could be other guys who may have gotten more wickets or scored more runs than them, but remember their stock value of Rahane was 150, Tushar Deshpande 130 and Kumar Kartike at 100. Now look at their closing value, 179 for Rahane, 156. So their stocks have risen that much. 19.8% for Rahane, 19.5% for Tushar Deshpande and 19% for Kumar Kartike. So it's the proportionate rise, the percentage rise that we look at.
Correct.
So these 3 are top 3 gainers. And who are the top 3 losers for you? Those are Arshad Khan. Even though, remember, his opening value was not very high.
Yeah.
So he needed to do like really badly for him to be in the top 3 losers.
Well.
If he had a middling sort of a game, he wouldn't have come in losers. Usually a high stock guy will come. But because he had an exceptionally bad game, he still makes it to the top 3 losers. Arshad Khan for Mumbai Indians, opening value, his share price was 112, fallen to 99, 12% dip there. Tristan Stubbs again is very low value at 100, but it's fallen by 11.6% to 88. And then you have Surya Kumar Yadav, a very high value stock at 386. It's fallen marginally at 354. It's a 8.2% dip for him. So go check this game out. It's very interesting. Have you guys been playing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not always getting it right. But
Yeah,
yes.
it's
as
tough.
always,
It's tough. It's not as. That's why I'm saying I like this more, because it's not as simple, plain Jane as fantasy, where you
Yeah.
just pick up the players. And
So for the second consecutive day, the blue chip players have had a bloodbath.
Yeah.
yeah.
And small caps again doing well.
Very well.
Like you can't actually.
You can say Rahane is mid.
Rahane, exactly. Rahane is not
Mid-cap,
small
yeah.
cap.
Rahane
Yeah.
is mid
It's
cap.
mid cap.
Yeah.
Arshad Khan is small cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that sense.
Absolutely.
True. Okay. Before we wind up, what is the poll telling
verdict, if you
us?
will.
Verdict
Come
time.
on. Give us the result.
I didn't expect this.
All right then. Hands down.
Okay. Got close to 300 votes, and the winner. It's
Is-
Shane started on a stronger note. He was leading.
Yes.
But Sidvi made a comeback.
I am surprised.
60.
I think
No, those are very
that
tough
bait,
moves. Very
that
tough move.
bait really worked.
No, those moves were very,
Yeah.
very tough. Well done. And
Thank
maybe your dance wasn't as good as Shane. Maybe Shane's was better. But what you had offered them,
Yes.
Yes.
prize was greater than what Shane was offering.
Yeah, thanks to Chennai Super Kings for winning.
Come on.
That gives you extra motivation.
Give us Jetala.
Ah.
Give them the treat that they so deserve for having voted in
Yep,
favor
yep,
of
yep.
you rather than Shane.
Yes.
Jethalal.
Do we need music here?
No, we
no.
can't.
Hey, we'll get a strike, boss. So, okay, Jethalal, what did he do?
stand in front.
Yeah.
नीचे चले आना.
Well, otherwise you'll all get hit.
Yeah. No, that is...
Hey, you suddenly your stocks are dipping. You've gone to 59% now.
You want me to wait? I'll wait.
No, that's okay. I think at this point,
Not every
you
poll
can call it.
ends. So
Yeah. Okay, so Jethalal simply has this one step. You have to look at his face because that's where the expression is. So he does like this. That's the way. And today, how did Mumbai Indians batters fare against Santner and Jadeja?
Jadeja.
Just give me the ball. I'll not throw it or anything. But just give me the ball. It was like how Daya did her Garba dance and how she bowls.
I think the ball is
upstairs. I think.
think
Ball
the
is
ball
upstairs.
You should never give the ball to Harshit. He must be the one who's taken it.
I think
No.
Who took it?
Shivam, I think.
Yeah.
Murder him.
Yeah. So this is how Daya does her
His-
Garba bowling.
Daya is her.
Yeah, Daya is her. Daya Ben does this. Like this. So
Oh.
that's how she does it.
You definitely wouldn't throw the ball there. Gravity to you.
I have never seen this, so I don't
You
get
have to
these
see it,
references.
man. It's fantastic.
Gokuldar Premier League. right?
GPL, Gokuldam Premier League. Daya with her absolutely magnificent mystery spin.
Never seen it.
Yeah.
Okay, on that note, thank you so much for giving us company and
Yep.
making it all worthwhile to stay up till 12 at night. Yeah, he's won the poll. End the poll now.
Yeah. Thank you.
But it wasn't quite a super Saturday, but a super Sunday for
One to
sure.
know
We
for.
should have because two big games. And
Not a chance.
what?
King D.
King D.
He wants you to do Deepika ka dance in Pathan. It's the same. Steps are the same.
Yeah, but I can't look like that. No?
You can't. He said the dance is the
No,
same.
the other song I think he means.
Oh no, that definitely not.
Shane, that will be a sign.
Definitely not.
Come on.
Bye bye. See
Bye-bye.
you.
Good night. See you on
tomorrow. 2:45. We're
Yes.
on live before the first game. See you then, and then we are live throughout the day till
Right.
the end. Bye-bye.
You can see that Deepika dance if Kolkata beat GT tomorrow.
I am not vouching for anything of that.
You say I'll do the Deepika dance. I tell you what, do the same steps because this is the same step that Deepika did that channel.
No, I'll come up with a better reward for tomorrow if KKR will. I'll come up with something.
Better reward. Come on.
Yeah, I could do a Trump this thing. Why not?
Yes.
So.
Okay, bye-bye.
See you.
Nandri.
Vanakkam.